Last year I was driving, asking you to speak. Everything was changing, and sowing into your own field. It's time to pour back into you. Plant the seed, nurture your dreams. Watch what Jehovah brings you through. You've poured into everyone else. Now it's time to invest in you. Sowing into your own field. It's your season to bloom. Embrace the truth, it's about you. And it's about time.
Hey guys, this is Dr. Nabi about Yehuda, bringing you intimate truth. It's the truth that you embrace that makes you free. So glad that you can join us. This is not live. You're watching a recording, but then you probably already know that. All right, guys, so we're going to jump into this. We are going to be talking about soul care and how important it is sowing into your own field. Investing in you instead of you pouring into everyone else. It's about you, and it is truly about time. And so to help me to talk about this is my guest, Rosemary Pennamon, and she is the hashtag busy mom. So yeah, I'm going to bring her in and we're going to talk about this. All right.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. So glad that you made
Oh,
it.
you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Shalom, everyone.
No, yeah, shalom, everyone. And guys, just as a reminder, if you have not already subscribed, please do, and please like and comment. You know, everybody says like, comment, subscribe. There's a reason why we say that. I don't say it all the
Yes,
time,
there
but there's
is.
a reason. But if you are one of those women that have been really busy, who have just neglected yourself, and you're pouring into somebody else's field while your own is just languishing and dying and just rotting in the dirt, then this is the broadcast that you probably need to watch. And prayerfully, you're going to be taking some good notes, some, I call them diggable field notes, or some copious notes. And please comment, comment, comment. I do want to hear from you, and I'll have some really good information in the description to pass along. Okay, so Miss
Yeah.
Rosemary. All right, so yes, hashtag busy mom. You got 4 kids. You live here in Florida. You are
Yes.
in ministry. You have a YouTube channel and a
Yes.
TikTok channel. I told y'all she's busy. She's busy, and
And we homeschool.
she's homeschooling, and she's in the medical field, the surgical
Hmm.
coordinator.
Yep.
What is a surgical coordinator for those who have no idea what that is?
I schedule surgeries, basically verify their insurance and contact them, let them know how much they have to pay according to what the insurance is telling them, and confirm the dates, you know? So
Okay.
it's like if you're going to have surgery, I'll call you and tell you, hey, your surgery is scheduled for so and so. This is what you need to pay, or this is what you don't need to pay. You know, whichever, whatever plan you have. That's what it is. So I coordinate the doctors with the patient and the surgery.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right. So again, that's a job in and of itself. And
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
and you're also homeschooling, and so, and you're
Yes.
working at home, so that gives you,
Yeah.
affords you time to be with the kids, which is important, right?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Hmm.
So,
And I also do digital content and digital marketing.
okay, how long have you been doing that?
That actually just started recently. That's I'm the in the process.
Okay, so you just added something else to your plate.
I did. I did.
All right.
Because I don't have enough, right?
No, I mean, no, it's not enough to have 4 kids and a job over here and a husband. So, well, what does your
Yes.
husband think about all of this? He's probably like hashtag superwoman.
He just tells me don't do too much all at once.
Yeah,
Don't get overwhelmed.
yeah,
That's his reminder to me, almost on a daily basis. Don't do too much.
right. So he's basically keeping you grounded.
Basically, yes, you can say that because the moments that he sees that I'm doing too much, he puts me right back. Like, hey, you're doing a little bit too much.
That's
Focus
awesome.
on, less than that.
Oh, that's awesome. So
Yeah,
for our topic, sewing into your own field, investing in you, there's a few things that I'm going to ask, and there's going to be a few things that I will pretty much put out there because people are really, really busy, and
yeah,
they feel as though, and I don't know if you feel like this, that their lives are like on the back burner because there's this priority and then it's that priority and everything's a priority and then somehow you're not on the priority list.
yeah. I felt like that
Have
before.
you ever felt like that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, even in a daily basis, sometimes I felt like that, but I have to center myself when I feel that way and
Mm-hmm.
remind myself, like, yes, I'm feeling that way because what I'm doing at that moment, it seems to be too overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I have to refocus my focus into something like what is important right now? Which child needs me the most right now? And then explain to everybody else. It's like all, my children coming at the same time, mommy this, mommy that. And I have to prioritize. Okay, which one of these is prioritized and then go in order.
Right.
So, yes, I have felt like that a lot of times, and I've had to learn the easy way and the hard way as to
Mm.
how to deal with that and
Right.
how to be able to center myself at that moment that is happening. Because if you don't catch yourself, then you're just gonna have a burst, have a blowout. And you don't want that.
Wow. Okay. So you had to basically learn how to navigate and to recenter, to refocus, and just get
Yes,
yourself in a place where you don't feel overwhelmed and overburdened.
correct,
And
correct.
so, one of the reasons why I wrote the book, Field, is because there are many women that have that back burner. I'm over here, and my life is just going to have to wait. But they're kind of feeling like we talked about, like with the overwhelm. And sometimes people don't know how to get to that sweet spot, that center of, okay, wait a minute, this is too much. I want to talk about like, how do we even know if it's too much? Especially if you come from, like, I think about one of my mentees. She comes from a family of all the women, they're on the front line, they're doing it, it needs to be done, they're not waiting for a man to come and do it, they're doing it,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
just run and run and run. And I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I'm all about self-sufficiency. I'm good with that.
yeah.
But like, how do you like balance all of that? And you're married. How many years you're
Hmm.
married now?
We've been together for almost when 2026, almost 10 years, 9 years
Okay.
since 2017. So we're in
Oh wow.
2026. So yeah, 9 years. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Because I noticed that, as you said before, like he kind of helps keep you grounded, and
Hmm.
it's great to have a man that sees and notices. That's good. So
Yeah,
has it always been that way, or is it? Because when you get married, it's like the two have to become one. They don't
correct.
start out that way.
So obviously at the beginning it's not always that way, like you just said, the two have to become one.
Yeah.
So in as the years went by, that's, because men don't really see what happens in the house because they're working.
Correct.
um so as he's been in the house, the times that he's in the house, he'll see like, whoa, this is a lot that is happening. And then, that's when you can see
Hello,
it. Like I
hello.
started seeing that,
Right.
seeing that in him, like, okay, he's growing. Not that he wasn't compassionate, but he's like growing that compassion, that understanding. And what he does is he'll speak to the kids as well, like, mommy has a lot going on, let's try to help her out. And also depending on the age of the kid, as they're getting older, we're
Mm-hmm.
giving them more responsibilities and teaching them what it is to have more responsibilities and teaching them the fruits of the spirit as well. So we combine all that together,
Yeah.
and with everyone here. So yes, throughout the years, you see it more and more.
Mm-hmm.
As the years go, because you get to know each other in a deeper level and in different stages of your life.
Right.
Your marriage is not going to be the same as it was in the beginning or in the middle or where it is now. You're always growing
Right.
and toughing it out together,
Right. Yeah.
basically.
And then you learn how to sow into each other. You sow into each
Exactly.
other, you sow into the marriage, you sow into the unity, the oneness. And so that's a beautiful thing. And
And
so,
and now that you mentioned the sewing into each other, one of the things that he does do is whenever I have like an idea of
mm-hmm,
something, such as, for example, the digital marketing and digital creator.
mm-hmm,
He didn't turn it down. He wasn't pushing it down like, oh no, you cannot do that, blah, blah, blah. No, he was like, okay, let's look into it. And it's like he will encourage me and motivate me to do it even more as long as I'm capable to physically handle that and
mm-hmm,
mentally and emotionally,
mm-hmm.
because we do have other things going on.
Right.
So the support is there.
Well, and that's really important. And so, one of the things that I have seen is that when a person feels like they're overwhelmed or they feel like, well, I can wait. You will, so one of the things that I've noticed is that when a person is feeling overwhelmed, if they are feeling like their life is on the back burner, well, my life can wait. So, and they, even though there's things that they want to do, like for instance, in this endeavor that you're doing with the digital marketing, and your husband is coming alongside to support, and so then the women generally don't have the support because they're the supporter. They're supporting the vision. They're just supporting the organization. They're supporting maybe they're taking care of their parents and their children. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't know
Exactly. Yeah.
if you have any advice, if you want to speak to that for a person that feels like they're overwhelmed. What would you tell them?
Absolutely. Lean on God more. And basically, everything that you do from the beginning or anything that you are thinking of doing, turn it over to God and ask Him to give you the strength, to do what it is that you're going to do. If it's meant for Him if it's part of His will, the doors will be open and He'll have favor over you. So the first thing we have to do is just turn it over to God. And you pray about it, you present it to him, and you trust in him. Now, that's, in a spiritual, level, and in a emotional level and a mental level is no, if even if you don't have the support, if you can do it, just trust in yourself, trust in God, and trust in yourself that you can do it.
Yeah.
And just don't let anybody turn it down unless it's coming from God, of course, because if it's not in his will, the doors will be closed.
Mm.
um but just being more self-motivated.
Mhm.
If it's something that is a desire that you want to do that you haven't done, or you want to get better at something, is if you're going to say you're going to do it, keep yourself doing that, even if you have to write it down and look at it every single day. I want to run an extra mile today. Make sure you see that and you remind yourself of that, and ask the Lord, give me the strength, to run that extra mile.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it, but just give me that strength and be in the word, because the word is going to give you the answers too.
Yeah. It's Life can be a lot. Life can be a
It
lot.
can be.
And people
Absolutely. It can be.
and people can be so beat up. Just so beat up.
Mm-hmm.
And because like they say, life be life, and
Yeah.
life doesn't really care. And so there's that self-confidence piece, like you said, you trust God, but you there still is the natural element to believe in yourself. I mean, I know of plenty of
Right.
situations where God has said this, and then but the person, they just it, they there was no not I was getting ready to say moral compass, but there's no inner voice that will counsel them, to counsel themselves to say, wait a minute, I can do this. I mean, if she did it, I could do it. And but
Absolutely.
their mentality is, well, yeah, but if she did it, well, that was her. Instead of seeing it in the positive, because
Hmm.
all things are possible. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
and I think it's important to give yourself some grace.
Yeah. And, regardless of what situation you're in, whether you're married, not married, whether you have the support, not the support, it doesn't matter what situation you're in. As long as you believe in yourself and you, like you said, give yourself that grace. Like, don't be too tough on yourself. There's times that I have to remind myself, like, okay, Rosemary, you're being a little bit too tough on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it down a notch.
Yeah.
Go back one step or even two if you have to,
Mm-hmm.
and take your time. Sometimes taking our time and doing something, it actually benefits us. So if you have a goal that you want to finish certain thing or task, let's say by the end of today, and like we said, life be lifing, and it didn't happen, don't beat yourself off for that. Don't That doesn't mean you got to give up.
Yeah.
Just start all over again tomorrow, but this time do it a little bit slower. Don't put your expectations to be too high, you know, because then you're going to be disappointed. That's when all these negative feelings come in. We have to set our expectations. Let's be realistic with each other. Let's ask ourselves,
Right. Yeah.
can I really do this?
Yeah.
How much can I do? You know what? I think I could go this far. I would like to go further, but I'm going to go up to here today. And if I do get further than that, amen, all praises. But if I don't, at least I'm not going to be disappointed the next day. Continue from there.
Yeah. Have you ever had any moments in your life where you felt like it was a struggle, like you could not do something, like you just didn't think it was possible?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Many times, have doubts like, what was I thinking of? Why am I even doing this? And what do I do at that moment? Back years ago, I would just let that feeling eat me up.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, okay, Lord, this is not a feeling that is from you. You don't give us that feeling. And I just started praying and, basically rebuking that, because Satan is going to try to do everything he can to stop us from growing.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, there are a lot of points, there are a lot of things that we have to learn while we're, you know, taking this walk, this journey, and
Absolutely.
there's so much self-reflection. And
Hmm.
you mentioned earlier about, managing expectations, because a lot of times we have unfulfilled expectations. Like, no, but I thought this it was going to be like this, and then you find out, womp womp
Yep.
womp, that
Hmm.
didn't happen, and so
Yep.
that can sometimes really take people out. And
Absolutely. Hmm.
so what would your advice be for somebody in that situation where they felt like, well, I was expecting this and this didn't happen, so I'm not going to try again, or, they're just really down on themselves, and their vision has been literally cut, and the
Mm.
motivation is just like, yeah, no, forget it. So, what would you
Well,
say to that woman?
for that woman that really just hit her like that, and it's like, okay, that's it, I'm done, I cannot do it, like that give up type of feeling. Okay, take a break. Don't give up. Take a break. Take
Mm-hmm.
a break to reset yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say reset yourself, it's getting rest, you know, pampering yourself, whichever way. And this is in a physical way, going for a walk, doing something that, I mean, we all walk every single day, but doing something that you don't normally do on a daily basis, but that it's going to nurture you,
Mm-hmm.
nurture you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. If you have to go into a fast, if you have to spend hours worshiping,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that is going to make you reset yourself and center yourself back. And then once you feel like yourself, okay, let me try this again. Don't give up completely. That's number one. You may feel that way at that moment. Don't give up. Ask the Lord for guidance and then take it from there and reset yourself basically.
Awesome.
Sometimes we need that.
Yeah, seriously, we do. And that's really good
Hmm.
advice because sometimes in the moment you're not even thinking that, you know.
No, you're not
You
thinking
take,
that. Hmm.
yeah, no, you're thinking I quit.
Correct.
It's like
I
this is
cannot do this. I
done.
don't want to do this.
Like
This
I
is too
can't
much.
do this. I just can't. It's like, oh my God,
Yeah, no.
911.
Yeah.
But so we wanted this guys to be a short conversation, because we know the attention span. So hopefully you got something good out of it. You thought about, well, that my guest or myself said something that made you kind of rethink some things and where you are. And don't forget, you guys can find Rosemary on TikTok. You can find her under her name, and your YouTube channel. What's the name of your YouTube
Yes.
channel?
It's the word and family.
The Word and Family.
And family.
So
Yep.
give her a strong follow. Go over there, like, comment, and subscribe over there too. And I know that. Oh, and give her dog Tyler a shout out because that dog. That dog. Yeah. So I
Yes.
I, I do want to thank you so much for being here. You've been so
Oh, thank you
amazing.
for having me. This
And
was fun.
well, yeah, we got to do it again. So
Yes, definitely.
So to kind of wrap back around to what you were saying about, you know, having the Lord like in the center, which is important
Hmm.
because without Him we could do
Yes.
nothing. And you know, somebody that may be watching this is like, okay, we're not doing all the Bible stuff. Okay, we don't have to do all the Bible stuff, but you know, the truth is the truth. And
Absolutely.
the
Hmm.
truth is that you were created. You have a creator. You didn't get here by accident, regardless
Hmm.
of how your parents met. And the point is, you have purpose.
Yes.
And whether you know God or you don't know God, having your life in a place that is undesirable is not His choice. Neither is it
Hmm.
His decision. So it's really time for you to make a decision on what it is that you want to do. So, and I love these conversations where we're talking about, you know, I call them life hacks or just rethink, refocusing,
Hmm.
and getting back down to those things that which are really, really important. So,
Yeah.
because at the end
Yep.
of the day, if we're not seeding into ourselves and
Correct.
taking care of ourselves, whether you serve God or you don't serve God, you're gonna be a hotmess.com. A hotmess.com. And so so we're not gonna do no excuses. Oh, it's too hard, it's
Mm-mm.
gonna take too long. Let me tell y'all
No,
about excuses. Excuses are nothing more than a well planned lie.
it is. Hmm.
That's that's all it is. So we're gonna make a decision to deal with the problem, find a solution, and be happy about the results, and just dance in your prophetic ocean in your happy place and live your best life. So with that said, thank you so much again for being here. um,
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
it is my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. And so we got to do this again. All right, guys, so
Yeah.
we're here Sundays 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully, the next time you see us, we will be live. We will. All right, guys. So here it is, sewing into your own field. I know y'all like the song. We're gonna go out on that.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Sowing into your own field. It's time to pour back into you.
Yes.
Plant the seed, nurture your dreams. Watch what Jehovah brings you through. You've poured into everyone else. Now it's time to invest in you. Sowing into your own field. It's your season to bloom. Embrace the the truth is about you.